Hello everyone, welcome to the session. In today's session, I am going to talk about Face API. What is Face API? It is the Microsoft Azure service. Now, if you want to create an application, in your application you want to detect a face, or you want to verify whether the face belongs to a same person, or you want to analyze the face, then you need not design anything from the scratch, or you need not code anything from the scratch. You can use the readily available Microsoft Azure service. That service only is called as Face API. Now this service is offered as a REST based web service calls. So from your client program you can just send a HTTP request to do the necessary things. Now let's see how to do this Face API in the rest of the session. Before that, I want to explain to you what are the features of Face API. Now, Face API can do all these 5 tasks like verification, deduction, identification, similarity, and grouping. So, it can detect a human face in an image, it can verify whether two faces belong to the same person, it can identify and search a particular image, it can identify a face, and it finds the similar faces, and unidentified faces can be grouped based on the similarity. These are the jobs that are done by the Face API. Okay, now what are the other informations the Face API will give you? The Face API can specify the location of the face. So you will get a bounding box. You will get the top, left, width, and the height coordinates of a face. So first it will give you the location of the face. It can identify the landmarks. So here landmarks indicates the pupils, nose, and lips. So here you can see the landmarks. These are the landmarks. So here you have 27 landmarks. So it can identify the landmarks. Then it can identify the attributes. Attributes in the sense age, gender, hair color, smile, facial hair, then glasses and emotions. All this also can be identified. These are the attributes which the Face API can identify. So 3 things are identified by Face API. One is a location, landmark, and attributes. Okay. Now how to recognize the face? So face recognition is different from face detection. Face detection just identifies a human face in an image, but face recognition will identify the person. Okay, what person it is. Okay, so there is a difference between face detection and face recognition. Now let's see how to use this API in your client program. Okay, the first thing that you have to do is you have to create the subscription for Face API. Now how to create the subscription for Face API? You have to go to your Microsoft portal. There you have to click on create resource. Here you will have the resource name Face. Click on create, and here you have to type all these values. You have to give a resource group name, a region will be given, and you have to give a unique name for your resource, and you have to select the pricing tier. So once this is done, click this checkbox and then click create. The resource is created. Now the important thing that we have to note here is the keys and the endpoint. So these are the things which are necessary for a client to communicate with this Face API. Okay, so you have the keys here, and very important where you have created the resource, the region, and finally the endpoint. Okay, so these 3 things are important for a client to connect with this Face API. Once you have done this, now we have to make our client program ready. Okay, the first thing we have to do is we have to install the Visual Studio Code. Okay, and if you are writing your program in Python, very important, you need a Python environment locally in your machine. After you install the Python environment, the next thing that you have to install is the extension for VS Code, for Visual Studio Code. Once that is done, the first step that we have to do is we have to open our Visual Studio, and then we have to set the environmental variables. Okay, so here in our Visual Studio Code we will be using PowerShell. So we have to use this syntax to set up the environmental variables. So here you have to copy your subscription key. The subscription key I have already showed you. This is click show keys here. This is your key. So you have two keys, you can use any one key. So you copy the first key. Okay, so we need the subscription key and then we need the endpoint, and this is the endpoint. So copy and paste this to create the environmental variable. So once this is done in the Visual Studio Code, now we have to install the face client. Okay, so we have to open a terminal in Visual Studio and we have to copy this command to install the service in our Visual Studio Code. Then we have to start coding our client program. So let's see the lab step by step. So as I told you, you have to install the Visual Studio Code. After you install the Visual Studio Code, you have to open a new folder. I have opened a folder called as hello. Inside this folder, I have created a file with the extension .env. So this is your environmental variable. Okay, so I have created a file called as .env. Inside the file, I just copied my cognitive service key and then cognitive service endpoints. Okay, after I do this, I have to just save this. After I finish this, I have to create another file, okay, with the extension .py. So now this program will identify the face. Okay, it will give you the location of the face. It will also give you some attributes, like it will tell whether there is a smile in the face, whether there is a glass, and what type of emotion a particular person is having in the image. All these things will be given as an output. Okay, now let me explain this code. Now for example, you see you have to go to the terminal. Before you start with the code, just go to the terminal. Okay, just click on the terminal here, and in the terminal you have to execute this pip command. Okay, pip install Azure Cognitive Service Vision Face. So first you have to execute this pip command. After you do the pip command, you have to copy these codes. So the codes are already given here. You can see the subscription key is given here, endpoint is given here. Okay, so the cognitive service will be created with all these values, and then you call the get face client method, okay, to execute, to create an object for face client. Now what is this URL? This URL is the location of an image. So let me just show you what image it is. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is the image. So here you can see some human faces. So it has to detect the human faces, and then it has to detect the attributes of the face, the location of the face. Okay, now let's go to the code here. So the URL is given. So if you want to check your own image, you can pass the image as a URL here, and you can see what are the attributes we want in our result. The attributes, we want to analyze the emotion, we want to analyze whether they have glasses, and we want to analyze whether a person is having a smile or not. Okay, and each face will have an ID, and then the landmarks of the face is we don't want the landmarks. So if you want the landmarks, you make it as true. Okay, so once this is done, your response will be given as a JSON file. Okay, so once you copy all these codes, see all the codes are already given in the Microsoft Learn. So you can see here in Microsoft Learn, all the codes are given here. Okay, just copy and paste these codes in a separate Python file, and then run the file. Just right click and then run Python file in the terminal. Okay, so once it is run, you can see the output. Okay, I think we have to copy the subscription key. 1 second. Yes, we got the output. You can see here the ID, the unique ID for the face, and the coordinates of the face, top, left, width, and height, and then face attributes. You can see each attribute is having a score associated with that. So this high score means the person is having a smile, And then here you can see what type of glasses the person is wearing, and emotion, what type of emotion the person is having. So you can see there is a score attached to each of this emotion. For example, happiness has a higher score. Okay, so you can see here each one is having a score attached with it. So this is the output, and the output is in JSON format. Okay, so now we are able to identify the face, we are able to identify the location of the face, we are able to identify the attributes of the face, okay, by just making a call to the face API. Without writing any code, we are able to do this by just creating a subscription key and getting the endpoint and then just calling the face client. Thank you. So in this session, I just covered how to use your face API. In the next sessions, in later sessions, we will be doing the advanced face detection algorithms. Thank you.